after the success of Homeworld, Relic went on to work on some really cool RTSs, and one of them is sitting at number 40. It's called Company of Heroes, and it forever took the place in our hearts as a World War II real-time strategy experience. This is one of the best RTS games ever created.
Well, if you go to the website Metacritic and do it maybe after today's show, this is still one of the highest-rated video games of all time, with good reason. This is also a game that really was so good back in 2006 that it took Relic a long time. It took them 8 years to finally release Company of Heroes 2 because, I mean, really, if you look at this game, this is perfection.
Enemy unit down.
How do you improve on this?
Yes.
They did it right the first time.
Yeah, I mean, really, what this gives you is the option of tactically going through different battle scenarios based on historical events, using a lot of the same armory and equipment that they would have had on the battlefield, trying to figure out how to take hills, try to take positions, take down the Nazis. And then, of course, there's this huge multiplayer component and a lot of tournament-based gameplay. Then there's been some great DLC content for this thing, as well as some new mods and some other kinds of variations on the Company of Heroes franchise. There was Company of Heroes Online in there as well. This stands the test of time as some of the most engrossing, most accessible, and yet deepest thinking person's video gaming you could possibly hope for.
Right from the outset here, I mean, they obviously were trying to create something incredibly sophisticated.
Yeah.
I mean, look at the...
But also accessible.
The tutorial in this game will take you a couple of hours just to get through, just to learn how you're going to use all the different units in the game.
Yeah, but you care about each of the different characters that are introduced, the hero units and the unit types. There is that sense of personality that Relic was wonderful.
Well, and I think that's the key, is because the cutscenes in the game are wonderful. That's where they find a way to get at your heart and make you care about what's happening on that battlefield, because you're pulled back a little bit. You can kind of soar above the battlefield like a god. I mean, real-time strategy, always a very empowering genre. It always makes me feel good till I lose a battle, and then I don't
Until
feel
the swarms
so good.
overcome you.
Yeah, I don't like that feeling.
Yeah, no, this is incredible stuff, and of course we've had some good things to say about Company of Heroes in the past. Company of Heroes, this is a World War II strategy game.
Well, the great thing about Company of Heroes is the amazing graphics and presentation that they, and the amount of detail that they put into this thing. What I'm talking about, every little bullet that happens, every explosion of the tank, you can crumple out buildings, and then your people can get in the buildings and use them as cover, the debris as cover. So they did that really well.
It feels like a first-person shooter in some ways, doesn't it? And this is the thing with, well, I felt like it felt like Call of Duty,
not so much.
but you tilt the camera up and you can see where everybody is going. You know? But here's the thing that I felt about this game. It is an incredibly deep and complex game. It gets very difficult as you go, which is Relic's standard operating procedure. It seems like every one of their real-time strategy games gets very hard very quickly, and I just love the whole front-end design, the control schematic, the graphic user interface.
The audio to me was phenomenal. What really stood out for me is the incredible sound effects and the realism, and not only that, but the voiceovers as well.
Yeah, the voiceovers,
and the
Band of Brothers quality.
And the way they were presented. So, like, if you were doing a night mission, for example, the guy would like whisper to you.
Keep it steady.
It's kind of tough when you build something almost perfect right from the get-go to try to beat that, right?
That's what we did with the show. We built it perfectly. Nobody else needs to make another show.
All right, there you go. Company of Heroes, we salute you.